Hey everyone, today I will build a smart disk transport robot that can collect disks automatically and deliver them to the correct color zones. Let me show you how it works. So this is smart disk transport robot, as you can see. It can collect the disk automatically and then deliver them to correct color zones. So let me close this and show you how it works. So here, instead of repeating the same steps for every disk, I created the functions for each color. So since you can see here, we have three colors: blue, red and green, and the logic will be same for every color. The robot will move at some amount of distance, will pick a disk, keep it back, and then will pick the another, keep it back, and then will pick the another, keep it back. It will do all the same steps for all the three colors. Okay, so I created the blocks for each and every color. So how to create a block? So you are supposed to go to my blocks, and under my blocks you can click here on make a block, and here you can write the block name. Okay, first for red, then for blue, and then for green, and then click on OK. So here for red disks, the robot here turns left 90 degrees to face the disk. For blue and green, I set up the similar moves with the correct direction. So this made my code clean, easy to read and reusable. A smart way to program. So first, when we started, it will set the derived velocity to 100%, 1000%. What does it mean? It means the robot will drive too fast, and the turn velocity also to 1000. It will turn too fast. So I can delete this, and then I have written blue, red and green. This is my main part, my main coding, right? So blue, red and green. So I can change this, I can keep it back and then change this to green. So this is my main coding. Then I have defined blue, I have defined red, and then I have defined green. Now how I have defined this blue? First, let's understand this. So when you will create any particular form of block, automatically it will say you here that define that block. Okay, so here we are defining blue. Now let's understand this blue part. Okay, so this one square, or I can say distance till here is 200 millimeter. Okay, so I have written here to drive forward for 800. So this is 200 and this is till here 200, like the robot was here 200, 200, 200, 200, so it is 800. So I wrote here drive forward for 800. Okay, and then next block we have used here, energize the magnet to boost. Now let's understand this block. So you can click here for the help. It will give you all the information about this block. So you can set the VEX VR robot electromagnet to two different modes. One is boost and the another one is drop. Boost will attract an object to the electromagnet and drop will release any object. So here we will use first boost, it will pick that object. So here that's why we have used to pick that object, means what object has to be taken? The blue one. So it is taking the blue and then putting it back. Now how it is putting it back? Then I have written here energize the magnet to boost, like picking up, and then driving reverse for 800 millimeter. So the robot has picked the magnet and then drive the reverse here. Now then again I have used energize magnet to drop. So the magnet is set to drop, delivering the disk to the blue drop zone. I repeat this forward and backward boost and drop sequence for all disk in blue area, making sure the robot delivers each disk correctly. So then the distance has been set to 1200. Why? Because when the robot moves here, come back, so distance will increase, right? So 1200, and then coming back for 1200, and then the distance has been increased to 1550, and then coming back, reversing to the same distance and then dropping, right? So till here the robot takes all the blue objects, all the blue discs, you can say, and then drops off. And then I have added two more things: turn right for 90 degrees and drive forward for 800 millimeter. It means when the robot here is picking up the discs, right, and coming up, so the robot will turn 90 degrees and move to the next disc. So that was relating to the blue part. And now let's move forward with the red. So for red, since it is coming now, the robot is coming, picking, dropping, picking, dropping, picking, dropping. Turn right for 90 degrees, move forward, and then after moving forward, like coming here, turn left for 90 degrees. Why? Because I have to make the robot face to the side, right? So that's why turning left to 90 degrees. Now robot faces here, so turning right to 90 degrees. Okay, likewise. And then I have written blue here. Why? Because all the steps for blue will be repeated. And then again turning left for 90 degrees, because I have to do the face of robot to pick all the green discs from here. See the robot here now repeating same steps for red, so that's why I have written here just blue. Okay, and then turning left here, now turning left for 90 degrees. Now, and same steps here for blue. Now why I have not written here blue after green? Because I wanted to remove last two steps from here, okay, and I have to adjust some distance, so that's why I have not written. So that's why, for that reason, what I did here, I just duplicate these all blocks, and all blocks were duplicated, and then I dragged and dropped it to the green portion. That's all. So the green function works the same as blue: forward, boost, magnet to pick, reverse, drop in green zone, repeat for all disk. But here in the end I have written till here, drive reverse for 1550 and energize magnet to drop. That's it. I have not added these two steps because we don't have next any other color area. So that was the reason that I did here duplicate and then dragged and dropped here. But now right now I don't require, because I already did it. So I will just delete it, or I can just press Ctrl Z from my keyboard. Okay, so dragged and drop, and that was my green. So this is my main area, my main coding. When started, set drive velocity to 1000, set turn velocity to 1000, and then blue, red, green. And you can see how in less than 10 minutes I made this smart robot with a smart technique, right? Watch the robot move smartly through the playground, collecting all the discs automatically and then delivering them to the correct color zones. No manual grabbing or dropping needed. The magnet takes care of everything. So this setup is clean, efficient, and fully automated. You can even adjust the distances or add more discs without rewriting the whole code. So I'll show you here. You can click here on start and then execute it. See. If you like this smart robot setup, comment below which color your robot delivered first, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun STEM robotic projects. Thanks for watching.